We have dug up another interesting set of Ford patents, Teslas are getting cheaper, and there was tons of news out of the Shanghai Auto Show this week. This is the AutoGuide.com weekly news roundup. There was tons of news out of Shanghai this week, and if you want more info on all of those cars that debuted in China, make sure you hit the link and check out our top 10 debuts from Shanghai video. Now, the Chinese Auto Show is known for all kinds of weird, quirky concepts, and this year's show did not disappoint. As you may have noticed, we love digging for patents here at AutoGuide because you find all sort of weird and wonderful things that automakers are looking into. Case in point this week is with a new Ford patent for an advanced lighting system. The patent application is for a vehicle lighting system with dynamic beam pattern, which essentially means that the system uses a series of lights and small mirrors to project pixels outside of the car, giving it the ability to create symbols and shapes on the pavement or on walls. Ford outlines a few uses for this patent, which are actually pretty neat. Now, the first one is if you're pulling into a parking spot and there's a wall there, the car will actually display your distance from the wall on the wall. So as you move forward, it'll count down 10 feet, 9 feet, 8 feet, etc., and tell you exactly how close you can get. Another interesting use is when you hit a button on your key fob, the Ford will actually display an arrow on the pavement pointing back at the car. So if you're in a row of parked cars, you can see exactly where your car is. And finally, Ford says that when you're pulling into a parking spot, the lights can be projected onto the pavement to give the driver a guide as to exactly where they are in the space. We don't know if these things will ever make it to production, but there is no doubt that Ford is working on the future of motoring. Tesla has announced some price adjustments this week, making its entry-level cars cheaper, but its top-level cars more expensive. The base Model S 75 is now $5,000 cheaper, bringing the new base price to $69,500. Now, Tesla recently discontinued the Model S 60, which was the old base model, but the new S75 base model actually sells for about $1,500 less than the old S60 did. Now, for anyone who did buy that discontinued Model S60, Tesla is offering a $2,000 upgrade to bring that car from 60 kilowatt hours up to 75 kilowatt hours. And that's made possible because all of those 60 cars were actually built with limited 75 kilowatt hour battery packs. So all you have to do is pay Tesla, they hit a button, and boom, they unlock all the power out of your car. Now, at the other end of the spectrum, the Model S 100D now costs $97,500, an increase of $2,500, while the performance pinnacle of Tesla's lineup, the Model S P100D, now starts at $140,000, an increase of $5,500. Tesla is gearing up for the launch of the new Model 3, and so the brand is kind of shuffling its prices and positioning to make sure it's ready for that new mass market car. Just in case 3 different versions of the M4 wasn't enough, BMW has introduced the new M4 CS. So BMW now has the basic M4, then the M4 with the performance package, now the M4 CS, and then the top of the line is still the M4 GTS. Power is bumped up by 10 horses compared to the performance pack, while under the hood is a 3-liter turbocharged inline-6, making a total of 460 horsepower sent through a 7-speed dual-clutch transmission. The jump to 62 miles an hour will take 3.9 seconds with this CS model, just 0.2 seconds behind that GTS. BMW's Adaptive M suspension is part of the deal, along with a bunch of lightweight aluminum components used in that competition package car. Michelin Sport Cup 2 tires provide tons of grip, while of course carbon fiber was used all over the CS to keep this car light. Now, the best news of all with this new CS model is that BMW says that the CS will be sold in the US. Well, that was an unexpected treat. And BMW has a treat for us as well, as the brand says that the CS will be sold in the United States. Now, considering that the GTS costs about $130,000, we figure that this M4 CS will come in right around $100 grand. Honda is reportedly getting ready to expand its SUV lineup with a smaller Pilot. According to Ward's Auto, a short wheelbase 5-seat Honda Pilot is expected to head for production in September of 2018. It's a move that makes sense for this segment, with brands like Hyundai offering a similar choice with the Santa Fe and the Santa Fe Sport, one of which gets 5 seats while the other gets a third row. The only real question mark is how is Honda going to sell that smaller Pilot next to a CR-V and not cannibalize sales? We'll have to wait and see when it happens. Of course, we've been quite busy as well with our road test editor Dan Illica testing out the new Volkswagen Atlas in San Antonio, Texas last week. On top of that, we just finished our Utility Vehicle of the Year competition and the Honda CR-V came out on top. Make sure you go check out that series to see how all the competitors did. And finally, the next installment in the Fast and the Furious movies, The Fate of the Furious, was released last week, and of course it made tons of money at the box office, but I'm here to tell you what I thought about the movie.
No one's ready for this.
Now I'm gonna keep this short and simple. If you're looking for the best action movie of 2017, don't go see Fate of the Furious. If you're looking for the best action, automotive themed comedy movie of 2017, Fate of the Furious is perfect for you.
You thought this was gonna be a street fight.
Now, what do I mean? Well, besides a few legitimate action scenes kind of here and there sprinkled in the movie.
Oh, damn!
It's just so bad that it's funny, and for me anyways, it was a laugh fest the entire way through.
You want to tell me why you just put me in a room with this tea and crumpets eating criminal?
You don't think that tight t-shirt's cutting off the circulation of your brain? You should get bigger size.
Make sure you check out Fate of the Furious. You will not be disappointed, unless you expect something serious.
I got no choice!